Busy day today, Major. Hello, Barbara. Where's my hot chocolate? What was I going to talk about? Anything? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Hello. Hello. Broadcasters help. What the hell am I talk about? I don't know the answer. Oh, I like to think quantum. It's all quantum. Ooh, for all the cool comments from folks and the donations. Thank you. Really cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why do I look goofy looking? I don't know. I don't know the answer. I was a guy that actually existed at West Lawn Building in Riverview, Essendale Hospital. Yes. Part of me don't know, but I had a lot of fun there. Oh, yes. Had a gun collection there. You can ask my lawyer, R. Flynn Marr. Okay? This is a long time ago. Because I have agoraphobia. And didn't know what I had until they... A long story. It's a lot, I witnessed a lot of weird things too. Reported to the RCMP, Constable Brookbank, and others. God, suicides and murders. Quite a ride in that place. Gotta keep on trucking. That was a long time ago. I collected guns and radio equipment. A2 ward. I had to push all the beds at least 2 inches to make room for my radio collection. What was the side of the bed? Gun collection I kept under the bed, and Dr. Slichter, Dr. Alice Kramer. You can always check out the names. You think I'm fibbing? Am I fibbing? No, of course not. Yeah, so Dr. Slichter said, well, you know, the patients, when he's handling these, they get nervous, so we'll put them in the dispensary, which they did too. And I got bored of the entire place. As a good doctor said, my therapy was relaxation exercise, laying down on the bed and showing the nurses and staff how to relax. I picture in my mind, no fear. It's a conditioning process. It really worked. I have a fear of open spaces, so. Anyway, that was the therapy. And anyways, the good doctors, they ever get bored, let me know, and you can give you $20. So I did get bored. Got my dad to pick up the gun collection, and except for a revolver, which I kept, because it's going to live downtown east side. 5 West Hastings Street, the red brick Drexel Rooms, notorious Pigeon Park. What a riot that was. Anyway, for 2 weeks until they get a place in North Vancouver, British Columbia, 1458 East 29th Street, Lynn Valley, North Vancouver. Mrs. Murphy, the Murphys. I stayed there. Anyway, my dad took the radio equipment and part of the gun collection back to his house, 3045 Crescent View Drive, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And then I eventually hung out with pigeon people. They're down really, and they even had Easter dinner at the Salvation Army, and enjoyed fully that experience for 2 weeks. And I got word that a room was ready, so I took off in blacktop cab to the Drexel Rooms to the address I just mentioned before. And wow, okay, so and then on up I went through various different things and so on and so forth. I went on gun collecting big time, had a huge collection of machine guns, probably the biggest on the west coast of North America, I suppose, I don't know. Anyway, trucking along. Then I met Mel Ernest Winfield. I got into high voltage stuff. Excuse me. Oh, Mel's been taking pictures and videos and stuff, and then he mentioned to somebody by the name of Alex Pizarro, who later became a business partner, and saying, well, John is just the technician. I discovered all of this stuff. And we're speaking of the anti-gravity stuff, which I guess I'm famous for. I don't know why, but anyway, so I met Pizarro and George Hathaway, and they did a lot of good stuff. They kind of kicked me in the ass and got me moving in a direction where because it's important. They said, okay, but I always have the highest regards for George Hathaway and Alex Pizarro, plus John Alexander, and some others, Ken Shoulders, of course. So in later years, I met Ken Shoulders, and plus many others. Dr. Peter Kokoschnik, 22. It was a 22 Bauerweg Street in Hendorf and Wallersee, where the big lab was. And then I went to Japan. I met Mr. Hiroshi Amabe, and I don't know, hundreds of Japanese people in it. That was 1994, and then 95, I think, or 96, I went with Dr. Brian O'Leary. The first time I was, he and Gaz, then I went with Dr. Brian O'Leary. No, I'm not getting fat. Anyway, what the hell am I talking about here? Just going on a random, Joel, got any real bags under the eyes, I tell you. I've not got my sexy little skirt on today. It's the mini skirt. Ever studied psychology today? It's a riot. It's fun to see what reactions there are. Anyway, I went outside. You see the previous video. I videotaped the Ravens Drop Fly Eating Center with squirrels and other guests that come and go. They like to leave gifts. I left 2 pennies one time and other pieces and things. You can always tell it's a gift. Squirrels don't do gifts. Crows do gifts. The crows have their own territory a few blocks away. Anyways, I gotta clean it up and put out some clean water and bird feed. And then what else am I doing today? Okay, I really talking about there. So hello. So I worked on Bergmaster, got it all running and okay, all great stuff. Did the rewiring on it. It was just stupid. Very nice machine. Thank you, Inventor 3. So recently I just uploaded some videos of from 2 cassettes out of 150 or 300, 150 cassettes, I think it is. That's what I counted one time. 2 cassettes I uploaded off to a little black and white TV screen, used iPad to film it. There was tons and tons more stuff that nobody knows about, except maybe some of the TV people. Wow, I mean, I got stuff that's pretty wild. Metal blocks falling apart. And all that stuff. It's interesting, but you're wondering, when am I going to... Well, I think I'll try it again. But only... I'm going to invite only which can be repeated. So, first person will be George Hathaway, Bob Greener, and Colonel Alexander. Maybe Prince Hans Adam Liechtenstein. He's the sponsor to Hathaway, Ken Shoulders, and others. I've known him since 1989. I started contacting him, and wow, from Munich to Liechtenstein, hundreds of letters, not hundreds, I think 50. Yeah, maybe 50 letters and cards and things. But, of course, George is upset because I didn't want to cooperate and just move to Toronto and be in a lab situation. I'm not a lab person. I'm not a scientist, not an inventor. I'm a gadget collector. Vintage. I learned from vintage stuff. I like playing and reproducing and finding actual machines from the 18th, 17th century stuff and even build them. That's what the case with old Tesla. Built his stuff. And, that was intriguing. It's so hard I had to use Colorado Spring notes and think back in that time, and actually, luckily, because the scrapyards had all the materials. Turn of the century, the stuff at turn of the century stuff and before turn of the century was all over the place in Vancouver, British Columbia. So, with help from a little bit of help from Thomas Lee Richardson, Tesla's old friend, who lived in Vancouver and had a house full of Tesla stuff, believe it or not. So I always said, oh, the FBI took the papers. I don't know, they took some papers, but people like making conspiracies up. I get that too. Hutchison raided at gunpoint by Canadian government. Yeah, right. Come on. No, they just saw me buying firearms from a RCMP officer. It was quickly dismissed. They returned all my guns and said, "We're very sorry. Don't contact the media or anything. It's okay. We didn't know," and all this stuff. So, and then all these characters out there. Oh, raided a gun. Really? No, thank you. No. Never had any problems with any governments at all. Most of the problems I had was crafty business people. The only minor problems I had, except CSIS, Canadian Security Intelligence Service, had to be called in because the Yugoslavian embassy something was going on there about getting me over there or something, and I didn't know about it. And the only other incident was when Mel Ernest Winfield got from Henry Kissinger's secretary $500,000, and I mentioned Alec Pizarro. Alec Pizarro then proceeded to contact John Alexander, who shut off the whole situation with Mel Ernest Winfield, who, by the way, used to get his buddies to call George Hathaway and kind of threaten him. I'll never forget that crazy stuff. Mel's in a pine box now, but he appears in one TV show called Northern Mysteries. It's uploaded on the internet. So I'm just talking blue streak, aren't I? Anyway, where was the government? Yeah. Conspiracy. And what else? Yeah, no problem there. I cooperate with governments. And no problem there. I give them all the information. What the hell? What are you worried about, you silly people? However, we got a conspiracy going on with Dr. F with senators. Lying to senators? Oh, grief, man. I think it's a congressman called Cotton is really ticked off. So is Rand Paul. Being a Canadian, of course, and stuck with Trudeau's son, Pierre Elliott Trudeau's son, the little bastard. Hello, Daddy. That's another long story. It was Maggie Sinclair. I married Pierre Elliott Trudeau, next door neighbor, and all this went on. She had gave birth to Justin Trudeau. Anyway, long story. Another long story. Hello, I'm a big city. I gotta shut up. I think I've got endorphin high here. I'm on an endorphin high. Hello. You got milk? Okay, shut up, Mr. John. Please shut up now. You are talking for at least videotaped. Ravens, the TV sets up to an hour or so. So anyway, I guess I should shut up. Yeah, please shut up. I thought I get schizophrenic talking to myself. Hi, I'm a little kumquat, Barbara. Where's my hot chocolate? Mama. Hi, I'm a little kumquat. A ray of sunshine. Wow. Okay, that was fun doing that stupid video. I'll upload it tonight while having soup.